There's something. Piece of junk, I swear to God. I need to get a new house server. And I need it to be like the fattest goose. Bring me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Where the hell was I? This is the thing with technical interruptions is you just completely forget like what the hell you were even doing. Oh, now Twitch says it's offline. Fucking Christ, I swear to God. The only thing that works like once I got S-Tunnel working is Streamplace. Of course, now the camera is not friggin' focusing. Okay, are we doing this? Is this working? No, because the camera is not focused. You should focus. This camera, I swear to God, it just like goes out of focus and it's like, nah, I'm cool, I'm good. It's like, you're out of focus. Nah, I'm all right. I like it like this. That's the camera. Anyway. So, caching. Caching. I was interested in oh, there was something. Well, let's just take the root. Fine. Are we looking at the same thing? No, we're not. There we go. Yeah, this is just my website. So that's interesting. That's okay. So it uses very negotiate. So that's not right. The cache, it has to say like the cache to the outside rather. So like you need to, oh, well, you know what? Like if we just implemented HTTP caching inside of Intertwingler such that, but you still need the state. So let me just think about that. So a cache entry. Let's go back to this for a second and trace that all down to the cache. Okay, return the cache. How do we private cache entries? Yes, okay, so let's just do that. Are you going to be slow again? I don't know why you decided to be slow. Is there something running on this machine that's calling it? Oh, that's not the right machine. What am I doing? Well, nothing running but that. Well, you guys are all out having your Friday nights, aren't you? Normally, I spend my Friday nights with my girlfriend. She's working, plus she is going to be here in the morning, so that's weird. Okay. So to create the server set, oh, are we still waiting for this? Jesus Christ. That was insane how long that took. I don't understand why that took so long. Anyway. So I wonder, actually, since I'm a bastard, if HTTP semantics expires. Oh, come on. Okay, maybe the caching is a 9111. Okay. I wonder when they're going to get to RFC 10,000 if they've done it yet. Oh no, the expires was in there. Okay, so expires is always a response header. And I was like, I wonder if you can put expires in the request header to like tell the thing that it's a cache. Like, I wonder if that is like something that you can do. Let's age. Oh. Because, like, okay, let's see here. Let's go to this. So, like, request comes in. The dispatcher gets the request. And at this point, it usually goes to a handler. Handler stack, well, yeah. It just picks from a handler. Okay. So the address has already been resolved once it gets to the dispatcher. So like request, user, whatever. I can actually draw, I just don't want to. So they make a request, URI resolver. It gets transformed, normalized, whatever it needs to do. There's also the request transforms in here, but we don't need to worry about those quite yet. But then the dispatcher picks a handler, basically. Well, what it does, so what the dispatcher is like supposed to do eventually is like it'll have like all of the manifests of all of the things, and then it'll actually be smart about picking what handler it uses. But so what's going to have to happen, I mean, right now it just goes through them as a list. It just tries them all. But it tries them all in a particular order. And, Anyway. So dispatcher, so at this point, the dispatcher, is this actually even, let me see something. Is it actually even in focus? Sort of. So you gotta like switch it on autofocus, which is weird because it's like theoretically already on autofocus, but you have to turn it on and then you have to turn it off when it gets in focus, otherwise it just like to spaz out. I find like the cheaper cameras just do that. They're just like, oh, you like it here, you like it there, you know, it's not, doesn't do the right thing. Anyway, so here is where the cache would intercept between the dispatcher and the handler. And you can kind of think of it like the cache, you know, it asks the cache, you know, do you have, I think this is all this logic has all been figured out. So it's like if I just like wrote that, then it would be fine. And so I'm just trying to think about this. Yeah, if I just referred to that, the only thing is like what's got to happen is, so let's say that there's nothing in the cache. The dispatcher hits the handler computes the output, whatever it does, and then the output hands it back, and then this has to get piped through the content addressable store. It'll give you the SHA, and then what? That's the question that I need to figure out. It's like, okay, there's nothing in there. What's it? Yeah. There's nothing in there, and it just, yeah. So you hit the handler is a cache miss. And then you've got the idea of a cache, like a cache hit. What does that look like, right? And then there's also like a negative cache, like we looked for it and it. How does the negative cache work? It's like, it's not there. I don't know. Anyway, I don't. Maybe you don't have to worry about that. So there's going to be last if modified since. Oops. An if none match, and then cache control, and then there's like paragama. There's also accept language. Ooh. And then you know, whatever the other two are, accept stuff. Yeah, accept language, accept encoding, accept charset. Those are going to be in there. And those are going to modify like what comes out. Also the URL. Ooh. That's fine. Method. Some methods are just not cacheable too. So there's kind of like a filter coming in. It's like only do it if it's these things. So that's got to be in between the dispatcher and and the handler, and then it goes out, gets the thing, and then it's like, okay, if it gets a hit, so like, yeah, it's gonna be like you're gonna have all of these element or all of these. So you got the all of these things like, yeah, the request URI, the method, the user authentication, or other user, sort of whatever that ends up being. I mean, if I wanted to make it like I could, well, I was gonna say like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But that's the thing about making it private, and so that's what's gonna have to come out too. So when it comes out, the object comes out, whatever it is, and then of course it's gonna have to have a, you know, it might have an expires header, it might have a if not, or you know, it'll have an e tag. The e tag is gonna be the SHA-256 value. So what has to go into the graph has to be all of the things that the request, like the that the request requested, is what's going to have to go in there. And or all of the salient things, all of the ways that the resource can vary. So that's going to have to come out of there, vary. And then basically the way that you do vary is you do vary by like, you know, like the headers that they vary by. And so then it's just sort of like, you know, method, URL, user, okay? And then whatever headers are needed to run the run the negotiation again. Thank you. But then in the transforms, and this is good, I'm like writing this down for posterity because like otherwise I'm totally going to forget. In the transforms, so the transforms, where are they? So the dispatcher comes down here, so like in and out, whatever, in and out, comes down here, and there's like the transforms, and the transforms just operate over the response body. I think they can operate over the entire response if you pass it a message HTTP and you do something else to it. I can't remember right now, but it's something like that. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so the transforms, they all go in like a stack. There's like 3 queues. There's the early queue, the late queue, and then the addressable queue that's in the middle. And so the addressable, so basically like there's going to have to be a callback to the cache like after every single one of these, maybe. And this is the thing, is you might be able to treat them, because if they're all in like the non-addressable, this is actually good that I'm getting this down, like because let's just actually go back to this. I hate this so much. Oh, did you do it in time, you bastard? Did you get it? Oh, you got it. Okay. So that was the thing freaking crashing again. Only happens when I'm here. Doesn't happen when I'm not. It's like, what could I possibly be doing to this thing that is causing it to crash like that? Okay. Yeah. Dirt one. Plonk. So, where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? This? Right. Anyway, request comes in. You get the request transforms. Those are for transforming the request bodies or the entire request if you want. So the headers as well. Like if you can manipulate the headers just as like you just manipulate them as strings basically. And then there's the dispatcher. So like you could do also the resolver resolves the URL to the thing, to the actual, the canonical durable address. Then it gets passed down the line, and then it gets transformed if it needs to be transformed. Then it goes to the dispatcher, and then the dispatcher like picks a handler basically. And like right now the dispatcher's really dumb. It just goes, do you have it? 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 Anyway, so that's a handler manifest protocol I got to design. So like what I need to do is I got to like actually write down like all the major things that actually need to happen in this thing. But the caching is going to be, so the caching has got to go in here somewhere. So it's like, all right, the dispatcher, it's either going to be part of the dispatcher or it's going to be its own handler. Haven't decided yet. That'll be kind of interesting if the caching was the handler, but I don't know if it needs. Well, that crashed again. Getting really sick of that thing crashing. I'm just going to have to buy a new dongle because that dongle crashes all the time. Anyway. So, where was I? Where was I indeed? Yeah, unstable, no shit. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, that's rough. Anyway, that's not terrible. It's actually reasonably good for cheap, considering how cheap it is. It's no $2 chuck, though. We don't have Trader Joe's in Canada. Anyway, so the request you're gonna need like the URL, the method, the user, if there is a user, and then like whatever request headers are associated. And that's going to have to go, like, that's going to have to go into the record. Like, that's going to have to go into something in the graph. So that's the other thing, too, right? Like, the request comes in, blah, 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 whatever. It tries to make, it goes to look, the dispatcher goes to look for the response. And the response is what now? Is it broken again? Oh no, okay. And then it's like, oh, there's either a cache object or there isn't. Now, there's sort of a matter of like expiration. Serious? So like expiration coming out like from upstream and then expiration coming down from coming. So like it's like if you say, for example, if modified since, well, you would need if modified since anyway in the cache. Yeah. But then you would need these sort of like, you would need expires or a max age, or you would need something coming out of the actual origin handler to like tell the cache. So it just sort of sounds like what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be implementing a goddamn HTTP cache, except it's going to store its metadata in the graph, and then it's going to store the content in the content addressable store. That's what it sounds like I'm going to do. I mean, that's always what it's going to do. So what that's going to need is that's going to need some kind of ontology to describe the cached objects. So if we go over to here, I think the thing is like, how are we going to represent the actual cache entries? How are we going to represent the metadata for the cache entry? So we'll just go to question by, boop. How are we going to represent the metadata for the cache entries? And this is going to be another task. No. Anyway. Anyway, okay. Oh yeah, okay. How are we going to represent the metadata for the cache entries? Why does that say poor? It's like excellent, excellent, poor. Anyway, that's silly. Come on. There we go. And the answer is a task, and the task is create an ontology. An ontology, Jesus Christ. Based on Provo that can the appropriate metadata. And I bet you I could actually just, I mean, I would need like 2 terms, honestly, to make that ontology. I actually might just do that ontology right now. Maybe I'll even do it on the stream. Because this is going to take a year. It's actually so funny, like how slow this is, considering like I use this all day long, and it's like, man, it's fine. And then the second I try to show it off, it's like, just like that. There you go, finally. Let's just go grab the Provo and the HTTP ontologies. Provo. Oh, you're already there. Look at you. Oh, you're not there, though. Oh, let me get out of here. What? No. Okay. No. No. Oh my god, I have like so many tabs open. Okay. See also, Bravo. What was the other one? The other one was the HTTP message ontology. I don't know. It's actually that's called. That's what it's called. HTTP and RDF is what it's called. RDF. Doop. Do. Oh, you're still going. Christ. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Doi. No. Okay. Just stick those there. I don't have something to chase links yet. That's going to be another goddamn thing. I think I probably have something in here for. There's another thing too, is also just like searching for stuff in here is tough. Like you can kind of trace it topologically. I have had ways of like categorizing and subcategorizing stuff so that you're just looking at the stuff that you are interested in. But like, really like what I've needed, like the thing that I've needed, like this project, more than any project in my life, has like needed real data and lots, and I don't mean like big data, but I mean like it needs, like I'm just starting to get enough data into this thing now. I put this up in May. I'm just starting to get enough data that I can like start being like, okay, like what do we do with this now? Because unlike so many things where you absolutely like, you know, there's a debate that goes on between like designers and like agile guys who are like, well, the agile guys are like, oh, we're just going to build it and then we're going to learn. And the designers are like, yeah, that's like the worst way to do stuff because that actually like you waste so much time and resources. And this bastard, the thing about it is there's nothing to it but data. Like, I don't know, like if I was gonna sit down and be like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fake up a bunch of data so that I can then go look, it's like, no, because it's like, it wouldn't be real, like it wouldn't be credible, right? That's the problem, is like the data has to be, like I might, like once I had enough of a sample of it, like maybe I would be able to do something like with it, but this thing is like, no, I need real data. And the only way I can do it is by doing it the slowest possible way. And it's like, if I could have done it any other way, I would have. But you know, this has been the only way that I can really do it. And so this stuff is so rudimentary because like it's just been this very slow bootstrapping process of just getting the goddamn like enough data in the right shape, in the right place to just like to even be able to make decisions about it. Like in this case, like for example, like the math on this is actually not right. Because this is in hyperbolic space and like the things are actually way farther away from each other than they should be. Like because the space gets bigger as you go bigger and they should be shorter and they're not. And so that's like one thing that I look at this every day and I'm like, I should fix that. But it's like, there's other stuff I need to do. Like I need to make internal caching go first, for instance. So, anyway, so I think what I'm going to do now then is I am going to go and I'm going to write the ontology for this thing. And I will show you that. And I'm going to be drinking wine while I do it. So I'm going to be getting like mildly shit-faced while I go and do that. Or am I? Now I'm going to be like, You know, do we really want to do that? I don't know. Okay. Tilde, clients, me, vocabs. This is a newsletter that's got to go out. Class me vocabs. What am I going to call this? Cache entry? Cache entry? Cache rules. Maybe. Yeah, sure, I'll call it cache entry. Cache metadata. Because it might not just be an entry. Cache metadata vocab. What do you think? Sure. And I'm just trying to decide. Whatever. Yeah. Where'd that go? Oh, it went there. Now I'm just gonna go tilde clients me. I will make these bigger in a second. Vocabs, and then what's the latest one that I did? I think it was probably just like the intertwingler one. This is where I'm gonna steal all the stuff from. Yeah. Okay. Do. No, just like. Is it stop in namespace user? Yeah, whatever. Oh, for fuck's sake. Where is properties? We gotta make some freaking fricks. What is the thing? Individuals and data types. Do I need data types? I don't even know if I need data types. I might need data types. We'll come back for it. Hey. What? I'm just like freaking gun shy about this crashing situation. I think it's like it happens if there's like a lot of packets to go through. Just gonna scoop this out here. This is how the sausage is made. What is the place? This is vocab.methodinstructor.com/cache metadata. And then change the timing on this. should have done that one first. Whatever. Oh, we don't have an updated right yet anyway because there's nothing to update. It hasn't existed before. Anyway. Namespace prefix. Namespace prefix should be what? You know what? Let's just actually go to, let's just undo that. Let's just make sure that we're not cache, search cache. Something, if this has been done already, then like, class. What entry? How about, let's go into Sparkle. This is how we do it. And I thought my shit was slow. Okay. We want, what is it? Provo, prefix prov. Prov. Oh. I think so. Namespace UI. We're gonna grab you here. What the heck? Yep. Gonna go and gonna chuck this in here. We'll say fix prov. Boop, boop. And then we say, we're gonna nuke this there. Ooh, that's not what we want. PDR. Is any of this we want? Just gonna comment that out. Just gonna nuke it out. Do I wanna nuke it? Let's just nuke it. Select distinct S where S C CREFS class of prov entity. What are you talking about? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, you're there. What are you talking about? Oh, no, that's actually right. Okay, what do we got? It's just S. Let's pretty print this. Surprised there's no pretty. Okay. That's weird. Oh. It's like all the... Well, that's... I mean, I can see why that is. Gold, doop, doop. Oops. Let's get red wine on your drawing paper. How about we do that? Vocabulary version. I order by C. Doi. Schema graph, license model, data item. Okay, so we got no. Is it prop entity? Right? Yes. Yes, entity, not an agent. It's a thing. It's like an object, artifact. Yes, okay, so that's the cache entry as a prov entity. What is your goddamn problem? Get out of here. Okay. So we are back here, and then we are going to, what is the, let's look at the vocab. Let's look at the damn. We got birds. I don't know. I'm just assuming that is birds. Audubon core. Some wild stuff in here. Yeah. Okay. So all we got to do really is we just got to glue these two ontologies together. That's interesting. How many times has this crashed now? Like 3, 4? Okay. I'm just like wondering if this is going to be real annoying. Speaking of real annoying, how about Twitch? Okay. Do we see this? How many goddamn times? So that was 4 times it's crashed? Okay. How many times is this going to crash? Like every time that crashes, I have to get up, walk over to the other side of the room, fucking unplug the damn dongle, the Ethernet USB dongle, wait a second, plug it back in, then like rush back here, stop the stream, start it again. And that is what's going on there. Because of that goddamn thing. That thing is gonna get thrown out tomorrow. That piece of shit. Fucking USB Ethernet dongle that I needed to buy because the damn fiber is too fast for the jacked in one. It's like, even like, it's like, yeah. The actual Ethernet jack is not fast enough. But the USB is, but it's also dodgy. So there. Now Twitch isn't loading. All right. I don't know how much juice I have left for fighting with this thing. It's just freaking making me angry at this point. DJ Blu-ray. No idea what I'm working on, but it looks dope. Am I? Did you? Do you mean? Where did it go? This guy? Did that go? This guy. I know. It's just behind. YouTube is way behind. Or is it? Now I'm confused. I'm watching 3 screens of myself on my other computer, and it is hard. Life is hard. But yeah.